Welcome to the channel, guys. Joining me today as an electrician to a couple of properties that I've been trimming out. One which is in the final trim out stage that I'm just doing some final tweaking and some final touches to, and the other that we actually just started trimming out. So without further ado, guys, join with me today, and you'll see what I do in my everyday life as an electrician. Let's go. All right, I just pulled up to the job. So let me just get some tools and all of that stuff, and I'll show you what I do throughout the day. So come with me. Alrighty, got a couple wire nuts and we're gone. Hey, what's going on, my guy? So basically what I'm doing today is, this house is basically finished. So I'm just putting some final touches to these stuff. So basically I'm hooking up that box right there. So there's a fan going there, and I'm just hooking up the power for that TV. They're gonna have a TV going right there, as you can see. So all right, journey with me. Just getting a ladder so I can go up on that stuff. So all I'm doing basically is just splicing up some stuff. I'm gonna splice a couple wires and all of that stuff. So let's journey with me. Morning, Greg. How you doing? All right, so basically I think there's more to what I'm doing today. So the GC just gave me this fan to install, so I'm gonna install one of these fans. So anybody know these fans know these are the top tier of fans. So brand is what, big ass fan. I have a light kit to install with it also. So that's the light kit, and I'm guessing I'm going with a shorter rod for the fan because it's going right underneath a gazebo on the outside. So come with me as I install this. So the nice part of this job, guys, is the view. Trust me, look at that view. Beautiful. Pool is ready. Hey, you couldn't ask for nothing better than this, right? So let me just get the fan so I can go ahead and start installing these stuff. Yeah, so basically we did all the wiring on this house. We did the Luchan panels. We did pretty much everything in this house. So, and they're having a bit of issues with a couple of the R4 breakers, and the J5 breakers keep tripping. So that's the next thing for me to do. I'm gonna have to change out all of these breakers that's tripping. So anything you see with the green tape on it, we're basically changing them out. So you're gonna, you're just getting a little insight of what I do throughout the day as an electrician. So just please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I must say, guys, I love the job I do. It takes me different places. You meet different people. You get to learn new things. You get to see, basically a lot of stuff. And you know, I'm down for the ride. You know, whatever the trade brings, you know, I'm down for it. You know, I just love what I do. You know, I'm very passionate about what I do, and you know, I just like to see, I like to put a smile on people's face, basically. So, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and start installing this fan, and we're gonna check back in. Alright guys, running into a little bit of difficulty, but I'm back on track. So basically I had to do a little something to this so I can screw to the wood itself. And yeah, so that was the issue that I was having. But everything else is good right now. So I'm gonna hang this fan off here. Alrighty, we are all done. As soon as I lock this up, we're all done. So, you know, stay tuned for more stuff. And I think I have one more thing to do at this house before I leave. I have to replace some arc fault and some GFI breakers inside the panels. So I had to wait for my guy to come to drop off the breakers because it's a GE panel. I thought it was a Siemens, but you know, I came and found out it's a GE panel. So we just dropped the breakers off. Stay tuned for that. And hey, like and subscribe, follow the channel. So guys, earlier the fan didn't want to come on, so I had to reprogram one of the remotes to it. So all you have to do is just press and hold this button right here, and you will definitely, so once you press and hold this button, all of the lights that was flashing down here, it's going to stop flashing and go steady. And then all you gotta do is just turn your fan on, turn the lights on, and you're good to go. So that's basically how you do it. Everything works, as you can see. Lights off, lights on. We're gonna turn the fan on. Yeah. Fan on. So that's how you do it. All right, guys. So I'm basically taking the panel covers off, and I'm going to replace these breakers that are tripping. So basically, alrighty, okie dokie. Alright guys, so now I'm changing out the breakers. So basically these breakers are tripping, so these have the tape on it. So these two breakers I just have to change them. So I'm changing them to a couple of the regular breakers. So these are just the regular breakers right here. I'm changing them out too. So watch me work. So first and foremost, you're removing the power from it, and you're also removing your neutral, because they are GFCI breakers. You're removing the neutral. So what you're gonna do, you're landing the neutral basically on the bar, this chip. This one from the bar itself. So this is the pigtail. We're removing it from the bar. Don't need it anymore on it. I'll remove the breaker, and then we're going to put the breaker back right in that spot. So we're changing out a 20 amp breaker. We're putting the breaker back right in that spot. Alright, so all you're doing is you're just landing the wire back on the breaker. Terminate it down. So you get the drift. So we're doing basically the same thing for this breaker right here. So we're doing the same thing. So we turned the breaker off already. So make sure you locate the correct breaker, the correct neutral, and the correct line side. So you don't want to take something off from a different spot. So moving the neutral also. And then again, we're removing the pigtail that goes with this breaker, which is on the neutral bar. So we're going to take it off. So remove it completely. Take the breaker out. So we're replacing it with another 20 amp. First, let's put the neutral wire on the bar itself. Most of the times what I do with these wires, if I don't want to put it on the bar itself, I just put the wire on the breaker first, and then I terminate the breaker. We're putting it in the same spot. Perfect, and that's that. So we can go ahead and turn these breaker back on, and that is it. So stay tuned for more. And I got 2 more panels to do, so I'm gonna take care of these. So it's pretty much the same thing I did right here. I'm doing in these 2 panels. So I have about 1 more here, and I have 2 more breakers over here. So the same for the same. So I'll check back in as soon as I'm finished, guys. So stay tuned. All right, all finished, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up, go to the next job. I'll see you there. Alrighty, so everything has came to an end. So I'm just doing a final walkthrough with the GC, and just to tighten up a little bit of stuff that was a little bit loose and some stuff that was out of place. So you get the drift. Hey, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and come back for more great content. So that's the fixture I installed the other day. Trust me, that fixture was, it's a lot of glass, a lot of pieces to it. Crazy.